Hey, how's it going? Today is the first episode of the mid-week, mid-era market check-in. If you guys have been enjoying the content with me, Dr. Gem Mint, please like and subscribe, and we'll keep up the content as often as we can. But this is one I'm excited for, just to kind of see what this market's looking like. And this episode, we'll look at all the current PSA 10 sales of some of the mid-era sets. And my question for y'all today is, what is mid-era? Because that has never really been clarified to me, in my opinion. I feel like it's anything from Diamond and Pearl to XY. Sun and Moon is borderline, but I'll go XY for where I feel comfortable saying mid-era. But let's just see where we're at. And just to be clear, this is probably the area I have the most struggle with, because I'm trying to get more into mid-era. It was just that black and white per se is so low gem in PSA 10, and I'm a PSA 10 collector. It's hard to even get the cards, so I haven't really researched the different sets. Same thing with Diamond and Pearl. I really won't even know, if I'm being honest, if it is a set from Diamond and Pearl. Like this gold bat, I have no idea if this is... I think 2005 feels like it may be Sapphire and Ruby, but this is just a basic PSA 10. It's actually pretty cool gold bat art. $76 for this one. Got it from the PSA website. I don't think it's bad. I mean, I think it's good to have in the collection, just kind of display an older card. And as I get more experience in the Pokemon hobby, it just makes me respect those mid-era cards even more. Here's a Pikachu card. They always go pretty well. Oh, it's a Portuguese. Still one for $40, so that shows you just the value of Pokemon. Pikachu. Did not use Pikachu. I don't know what that one is. This is another World Collection. Polish one, $840. Jeez, I can imagine what the English goes for. EX Deoxys again, $50 for that one. Not too bad. Nothing extravagant looks like it has sold in the mid-era so far. We'll keep scrolling. Maybe we'll find something that really stands out. Sometimes with this filter, unfortunately with eBay, it doesn't really show you, like, it doesn't filter out the modern era cards too well. So just be patient as we work through. Ooh, this one looks pretty cool. What? Oh, man. So it seems like these mid-era cards are actually selling more than some of the vintage cards. Just for an example, dang, it's a nice card. Reverse Holo, Holland Phantoms, Armaldo. I used to love playing with this when I had my playthrough. And I'm trying to remember, I think Armaldo came out in Diamond and Pearl, so I think this is a Diamond and Pearl card. It displays really nice. I like the look of it. Good capture of what the Pokemon is. Sold through Probstein, very reputable source. Even with their little issue they had when they try to open up their own auction site. But they're back, and that card looks nice. $900 for that. If you can realistically get a Dark Charizard non-holo from the Team Rocket set in PSA 10 for about that same price. So that's kind of starting to make me feel like those Diamond and Pearl era cards are probably correctly valued, but these vintage cards, like they may be truly still underrated to a large extent. Ooh, that's a nice Jolteon. $1,400 for this Jolteon. Oh man, it almost looks like a shiny, good display. The only thing is I don't like really looking at his butt. I really don't want to look at his butt like that, but overall, just a nice looking card. Great to add to the set. I was betting on this Ralts just as a nice collector's piece, but it's nothing crazy. Just a basic Ralts card. Whoa. I think that might be... Oh, that's Dark Explorer. Oh my goodness gracious. I was thinking this is the Darkrai from X and Y, but this one's from Dark Explorer. So, oh my gosh, $13,000 for this. There is such a hidden aspect. Well, and then I hope there's some seasoned peoples in the comment section can kind of speak on this, but $13,000. Wow, from a black and white card, it looks amazing. There is an XY card that looks very similar to this. I wonder if if this is a confirmed sale or if this is just an extremely high sale. It's hard to even look into it because they covered up the cert number. But wow, what a huge sale. This looks like all from the same seller. They had a large collection that they were kind of liquidating. I always like these mid-era Blaziken cards. They're just kind of hard to pick up as is, just because there's just not a lot of them. So this Blaziken card, Pop Series, I believe Pop Series was Diamond and Pearl era, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe close to Ruby and Sapphire, but I think it was Diamond and Pearl. I'm probably wrong. You guys can let me know. I'll probably look more into Pop Series as time goes on, but it is a gorgeous looking card. I can see why it's an expensive Blaziken. Blaziken was the Pokemon when Ruby and Sapphire is out. Definitely the best starter in that gen. Sceptile was nice too, but definitely a lot of respect to that. It's pretty fun looking through these mid-era cards. Ooh, that Totodile Unseen Forces, I think that's a Ruby and Sapphire card. Man, it is hard for me to get these. I think it's the Ruby and Sapphire. I'm pretty confident it is. $2,275. I think that's actually a pretty good price because that's a nice looking Totodile card. Gorgeous. One of the best starters from that gold and silver era. Great look. Great display. I can see the price on that. So as we look through mid-era, I think as I look at it, it's just going to make me feel even more justified on my opinion on vintage era cards, because these are extremely high. I don't know why the vintage ones from base set, the Wizard of the Coast eras, aren't huge sellers. That Feraligatr looks nice. These cards are really gorgeous. And maybe that's what it is. It's just that these cards present a little better than the early vintage cards, just because they had a little bit more thought behind it and Pokemon took it over, so they have more control of what they were doing. So the artwork does look better. It should be respected. These Pop Series cards look good. Oh man, this Palkia Pop 3. Oh gosh. Guess the price because I haven't looked at it yet. I want to say, ooh, that looks nice. 2009 though, that's definitely Diamond and Pearl. I think it was Pop 3? 5K? Maybe? I'm a genius. This is why you guys tune into me, because I just know these Pokemon cards. They just make sense in my brain, and I think that's a justified price. Gorgeous looking card, very rare artwork. Oh, it's a level X card. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm not a big Palkia fan, but if there's anyone that's just a big fan of Diamond and Pearl, what a card to add to your collection. What a great display piece. So that one is the crown jewel of what we looked at, that and the Darkrai card so far. The Charizard looks pretty good. It matches the price of the Palkia. Is it a level X? You guys can kind of see that I'm not as big of a... Nope, not level X, but it is an amazing Charizard card. These cards look pretty good from the Diamond and Pearl era. Ball toy, that shouldn't be a too expensive card. Oh, wow. Okay. $2,000 for a ball toy, and that was on auction, guys. It is just so apparent. If you get Wizard of the Coast era cards, they are just primed to just take off, because why is a ball toy double the price or 10x the price of that Dark Blastoise we looked at the other day, the non-holo? It's double the price. Or just the price of what a Dark Blastoise holo PSA 10 is, about 4,000 or 5,000, I think. Maybe, could be 8. But even if it's the fact that this is in the vicinity where you can add this in, if you had a couple of these to get a Dark Blastoise in a trade PSA 10 holo, is insanity. That Bagon looks nice too, but these cards, Delta Species, seem like it is such a respected set. Maybe we can dive in so I can get more knowledge based on that. It is seeming like the hitter set from this mid-era discussion, as the kids may say. Justy, is there anything else that's noteworthy to me? Deontay, this one, crap. Oh, that's a new one. Excuse me. They're going through the eBay stuff. Dark Charizard, PSA 8. Some stuff that I didn't really put in the filter we're getting. I think we might have went through the list of what was sold. It's just really not sold as much the mid-era cards, so sometimes there's just not a lot of lists. So let me know what you guys think. I think the heavy hitters was the Palkia and that Darkrai car. They were fun, and it was cool to see what Delta species really is, and it seemed like it's a heavily respected mid-era set. So please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this content, and then we'll just kind of keep up adding more things. See you soon.